It's time for another sea story with Mr. Durite. Take it away, Mr. Durite. I think they're ready for it.
Welcome back to Sea Stories with Mr. Durite. I'm your host, Mr. Durite. And today's show, man, are you for real? I like that one. I like that one. It took me a minute to come up with that one, but I like that one. Check this out. We were in Florida for Fleet Week. Boy, that was the first time I ever been to a Fleet Week. It was crazy. All the Navy ships, and to go out in town, we had to wear our whites, right? Now, it's just not us. I mean, it's only, what, 150 of us on a submarine? Well, we were there with the Enterprise. It was basically the whole Enterprise strike group. So they had destroyers there and all kind of other ships. And we was all docked, ready to get out and have a great time, right? They told us, all right, the first night in town, you got to wear your whites and everything. And then you're good to go. But everybody has to have a buddy. You got to have a buddy. And you have to sign out with that buddy. You are responsible for that buddy. Pretty simple concept. You have a buddy. You look out for each other. You're all golden. That way, if you're in a drunken stupor, you have somebody to drag you back to the boat. Now, a lot of us decided to go out together. So it was a bunch of us put ourselves down on the list together. So we was a group. It wasn't just one buddy. It was a bunch of us. And this is the reason why I started just going out with one person that I knew from then on out because of this. I said, never again. I'll catch myself in this situation. Ugh. But anyway, one of the guys that was in our group was Sailor Y, right? You remember Sailor Y when he was trying to pump up that Ford Escape trunk? And because the reason why he was with us because they wanted the junior guys to be with some of the senior guys and everything, and so the senior guys can look out for him. Well, we got our whites on. We all ready to go. We hit the duty van. We get out there in town, and it's just a sea of white. White as far as you can see. There were so many sailors in that town that I think all the locals left and just turned the town over to us because it was. Oh, I can't even imagine. I can't even conceive this. It was so many sailors there, right? Well, we walking down the street, and you know what sailors do? They drink. And that's no joke. Sailors drink. They drink, and they just wash their problems away. They get on the boat, they'll do their job all day long and twice on Sundays. And as soon as they off that boat, they got a bottle in their hand. And it's a sad thing too, man. We need to try to change this conception about us, but I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. I mean, at least we don't fight as much as we used to, or do we? I don't know. Let's just move on. We got our group. We heading down, see the bar. Of course, we want to go into the bar. Now, I didn't necessarily want to go in the bar. I tried my best not to drink so much. And since I was older, I tried to reason with everybody. But when you're up against a group, you don't necessarily win all the time. So we go into the bar, we sitting there and everything, and everybody drinking, and you know it don't take many, boy. After about 2 or 3, people start getting lit up. And one of the people that start getting lit up was Sailor Y, right? We sitting there, and I'm like, man, let's go. We need to go see something else. Let's go do something else. Let's do something. So we look around to make sure everybody was there, and everybody was there except for Sailor Y. Well, now I take that back. Sailor Y and another guy. He was a new guy. He was a Navy T also. We would call him Sailor D. They both vanished. So now, instead of going out having a good time, now what we're doing is doing search and rescue. Where are these fools at? So we're going from bar to bar to bar looking for these people. High and low. Where are they at? Sailor Y and Sailor D can't be found. We started this like around noon. Here it is getting dark. And all we doing, we haven't seen anything, we haven't done anything, we haven't got into nothing. All we've been doing is searching for these 2 fools. Can't find them nowhere. So we decided, you know what? Forget that. They want to ditch us. Fine. They probably out there having fun while we sitting up here looking for them. I've had enough of this. Got on the duty van. We headed back to the boat. We got back to the boat. They had some food out there for us and everything. You know, since everybody was coming back and forth, they kind of like left some food out. So that was cool. Thank you, cooks. So we sitting up there eating, watching the flick, right? We were good. I mean, man, we were already tired from doing a whole bunch of walking, but not getting to do anything. So we were sitting up there and like, well, at least this is not a bus. At least this is not the end of the day. Then the duty chief comes up to me. And he comes up and he says, hey, where's your buddies at? I said, man, I don't know where they at. They dished us. They started getting drunk. They didn't even wait for us. They took off on their own. So we went and looked for them, but we couldn't find them, and we came back to the boat. So duty chief was like, why are you going to leave them out there? That's what the buddy system was for. Well, did you tell them that's what the buddy system was for? Because we were trying to look for them. We did everything we could do to find these dudes, but we don't know where we at. We tried our best. Well, you gonna go get them. I'm like, didn't we just say we didn't know where they at? He said, oh, we know where they at. They topside in the drunk tank at the Enterprise. For real? They made it back to the boat? This ain't funny. Go up there and go get them. So now we going up topside, go get these fools from the drunk tank. Now, we don't have a drunk tank. We just 150 people on a submarine. Drunk tank is dragging their ass down the hatch and throwing them in a fucking rack. That's drunk tank, right? Well, we don't have all this stuff. And here's the thing. We walk over there to the Enterprise, and they got this little area set off. We got tents and with cots and everything, and bottled water and cornmeal and stuff over there. And they got these people laying on cots, feeding them water and everything, and it's like 20, 30 people over here, all intoxicated and stuff. I'm like, oh man, this must be the real Navy right here, because I ain't never seen nothing like this. Is it this serious? But apparently it is that serious, and they set up for it. They already know. It's like, okay, your duty station today, you're going to be drunk tank watch. It's like, wow, that's crazy. And then you don't have to worry about people shooting you and knocking you upside your head on watch. You got to worry about all the drunk people and if they're going to sit up here and puke on you and stuff, right? So we get over there to the drunk tank, and there's Sailor Y with his face in the dirt and his butt sticking up like it's Mount St. Helen. And you know what? Mount St. Helen is a good analogy because you should have seen this dude. He exploded all over his uniform. So remember I told you earlier that everybody had to wear white? Well, he wasn't wearing whites no more. He was wearing pinks because the whole front of his uniform was all pink, baby. All pink. So he was white in the back, pink in the front. We like, are you kidding me? I can't believe you so damn drunk. We like, get your ass up. Let's get to the boat. And some corpsman comes over and she says, hey, you just can't take him back. He has to be able to walk on his own. What? How long is that supposed to take? He might not be able to walk until the next morning. That's the rule. So you better start trying to put some water down his throat and try to get him sobered up. What? I said, boy, you better drink this damn water right now or else. And we trying to force feed water down his throat so we can get back on the boat. And they're like, oh, you can't force feed him water. You can't do that. And like, what can we do? And shoot, if he would have stayed with us, he wouldn't be having his ass up pointing to the moon if he would have sat there and stayed with us. But so we sat out there for, I don't know what, for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Wait for this dude to sober up, and he finally could stand up on his own and walk, and he finally walked back to the boat, man. That was some crazy stuff. And then, let's not forget about Sailor D. We get back to the boat, and he's already there in the mess decks eating. Like, what? Where the hell you come from? Man, I tell you, man, that was a tripped out stuff, but you should have seen him, though. Pink on one side, white on the other. Dude didn't know where the hell he was. How you drink that much? And then what was he drinking? What would you be drinking for it to come out red like that? That's just the craziest stuff in the world. And then how you puke on yourself? I mean, for real. I mean, you think I'm joking. I'm not lying to you. It's like it stopped. The red stopped right here, right on the seams. And then everything down the seams was red, like he dyed that shirt or something, or he was laying in a puddle of red. I don't know what happened, but it was all perfect. Now, it didn't have that tie-dye look. It didn't have that streak look. It was all solid pink. Well, with a little bit of brown and green in it from laying on the dirt. Oh, this is a nice quick one. Yeah, I wanted to share that with you because Sailor Y was a trip. He did some stuff on the boat. I got to remember some more stories. He did so much stuff. But thanks for everybody for reminding me of different things, and thanks for the people at work that inspire me and help me remember the stuff that happened on the boat. And speaking of people at work, I want to give a shout out to Jim Gainwich. I mean, he's been watching my videos faithfully and everything. He's been a real inspiration and he encouraged me a lot. So I want to give him a shout out. And this is my show, Sea Stories with Mr. Durite. And I am your host, Mr. Durite. And until next time, peace. What am I gonna call this? I'm gonna call this Man, are you for real? That's what it's gonna be called. So, we were on, no, we there not with, where were we at? In Port Lauderdale, I think, cause I don't know, man, I don't remember. That was a hot minute ago. Pretty simple